Hey guys, it's me, Slum. What a week it's been. Oh my god. I know. I haven't been here or on very much or often. Crap, I forgot my hearing aids. Um, so here goes. Uh, my nephews have been here a lot. We've been watching a lot of movies and hanging out. And it's been a rough week because it's my daughter's birthday, Chastity, today. And it's a little somber, We're missing her, and my other daughter, Aria, is coming over to make us some magic soup to make us feel better, because it's a day of mourning, you know. My nephews are coming over later to help us clean up and, you know, to participate. Um, I don't know. It's been rough. It's been rough. Just the memories flooding back, you know. She was she was the most darling pain in the ass that you could ever know, you know? She was so much like me. And I could read her so well, you know? I never did drugs, but I had seen it growing up in others around me. And so I knew when she was high and I knew when she was hiding her stash around my house. And I would find it and I would hide it elsewhere for her so that way she would have to come to me and ask. And I could call her out, you know. And she did, and I would. And she would cry, and she would say that she wouldn't do it anymore. I'd give her back her drugs, and she would, go about her merry way. And she was anorexic. I still have my battles with that. And so every other day or so, when I knew that it was time to eat because I hadn't, once I couldn't remember when my last meal was, I would force us to sit and eat at least a small meal. And she would fight me at it every turn. And so one day I emotionally blackmailed her to eating. I told her, because I had both phone numbers in my phone book on my phone, and I told her that if she didn't eat what I put in front of her right away, that I would call both of her most recent ex-boyfriends, one being abusive and the other one she was still in love with, to stand over her and make sure that she ate. And she looked at me in disbelief, like, you wouldn't do that. And I'm like, yes, the fuck I would. So she began to eat. She ate most of her bowl, which is fine. I just wanted her to eat. But I understood her behaviors and she understood mine, which is wild. You know, she was very much in tune with me because she sat and observed me most of the time. Although she genuinely believed that she was the only one who had ever suffered from DV. And I've had my history. It's not a great one. And it lasted 3 years. 6 in total. But like 3 years where it was just really the worst it could be, you know? And I got myself out of that. It's in my book if you want to read it. The link is in the description below. I just don't feel comfortable talking about it. It's just really a lot of uncomfortable stuff that happened. And most of it you can't talk about on YouTube anyways. So there's that. And she had suffered some of that as well. And I knew when she was triggered, and I would calm her down. And she knew when I was triggered, and she would calm me down, which was wild. She was one of the few people who would know how to calm my night terrors down, which you're not supposed to wake a sleepwalker, and she wouldn't. She would somehow find a way to get me back to bed when I've run across the house screaming about "Don't touch me, don't hurt me," you know. Uh, so there's that, and I just miss her. You know, she was taken far too soon, and we had a rough history because I had to kick her out because of her addiction. And I told her that once she got straight, she could come back. I just didn't want her to bring her abuser to my door, and she did repeatedly, and it triggered me, and she felt bad about it every time, but she'd do it every time, you know. And I understood the cycle of abuse, and the guy lives 2 blocks away, you know. So the man still stalks me, by the way. I walk down the street to go to the supermarket or whatever, and he literally follows behind us if he's part of my party. Like if I'm walking with my nephew, he's following right behind us like he's part of our party, walking along with us, so that he could be part of our conversation, whatever the conversation may be. We could be talking about what dinner is for the night, or what's going on in our lives, and he will be walking alongside us like, you know, he's one of us, until we turn around and he's like looking at the building like he's doesn't know that we know he's been following along the entire time. Because I haven't had stalkers before. I don't know what it's like to be followed. Of course I do. You know, I have had stalkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 stalkers already. And it's not like I want to rack up any more, you know. But like I know the stalking behaviors. I know when someone is stalking me. You know, I also know when he's sitting out in front of my window, staring up at my window, watching me. You know, I get it. I understand stalking behavior. And the sad part is that he's doing it because he also misses her. And being around me is his way of being close to her again. And also because he wants me to be the mother he never had. It's not about him. It's about her. It's just bringing up all of these things. And that is what my week has been like. And so it has been kind of hellish, you know? But I'm getting through. I'm getting through. But it's her birthday today. And I just wanted to say, happy birthday, Chastity, my beautiful lost soul of a child. And I'll end it on that. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.